Morning. So a couple weeks ago, I had made a video on how to crush things with your mind, and the thumbnail for that video was this photo here. And a bunch of people reached out to me. They said, hey, it was really cool that you crushed the can, but how did you make the can float in the photo? And today, I'm going to show you how to recreate that and recreate a whole bunch of images like these. So, grab a coffee, let's sit down and jump right into it. So there are a whole bunch of different methods to achieve this kind of effect in your photo, but today I'm going to show you guys the absolute quickest and the absolute easiest way in terms of both like learning curve and just quickness to get that effect in practicalness and in post-production. Let's jump right into it. So what you're going to need for this is obviously something with Adobe Lightroom. Today I'll be editing on an iPad, but everything I'm saying here is transferable if you're using Lightroom on a desktop. Some clear fishing line, clear tape, and whatever it is you want to make float. I did the can. In today's stuff, we are going to be levitating cards. I thought that was a really cool trick. Get like a Gambit from X-Men kind of thing going on. But that's all you're going to need, right? To achieve the effect, all you got to do, get the string clear, right? If you hold it up to the light, where are we? The string disappears, right? Not completely, and that's why we have to go into Lightroom, but that's it. Tape a little piece to the back, tape a little piece to the ceiling, arrange them in a cool way, get underneath, start snapping away your photos. Either self-timer or if you have a remote control, that's it. That's all you gotta do. Alright, here we are in Lightroom on the iPad. So, like I said before, 90% of this effect is done by the string because these three back cards, you can't tell that they're hanging by the string. I sort of hung them on different places on the card to achieve this kind of floating effect so they all didn't look in unison. But this guy right here, right in front of my t-shirt here, that's the one that's the big issue, right? That's the one that you can clearly see is a string. So I've already edited this photo for color, and now we're gonna make some real magic here. And what we're gonna wanna do in Lightroom is we're gonna wanna click on this here Band-Aid. That's going to be our healing brush, and this guy is what's gonna do most of the work for us. So let's set the brush size as needed. Next, we're gonna wanna zoom in and just slowly start painting in that. Now, if we zoom out, right? This is gonna take some trial and error, and what I recommend doing is actually making your brush size a little bit smaller, is not painting in full sections. What I recommend is sort of doing a little bit, no, is not painting in full section, is doing a little bit, stopping, done, is going over that just a little bit. Now we zoom out, still see it. So what we want to do is we want to just paint it on. Is my feather? Yes, that's what the problem is. So you want your feather at about 50 because we don't want to blend this, right? And there we go. Now that portion of the string is gone. So now we move over to my neck, healing brush, no feather at about 50. Sorry, I should have mentioned that before. That's what does that. So these small little things, you don't want to make the full line, right? You don't want to do the whole string in one shot. Right, now we're gonna come up here. Now we're gonna come up here, healing brush, and just paint through my beard, right up to my lip. That's sort of where the color difference starts. Next, we're gonna do the portion on my lip. Perfect. Get my upper lip to the nose going. Bam. Nose. I know, I have a huge nose. Next, we're going to do the whole bridge of my nose. There we go. My 5 head. And that bad boy. This one I could probably make longer because I have a pretty big just patch of skin there. My hair. This is where it can get a little bit tricky, but that actually worked pretty nice. And next is where it's just going to be touch up. Here we go. Get that there. Zoom out. The card's floating. Magic. Right? And that's it. That's it. Next you're going to hit done. Edit for color. Some people edit for color after the fact. I like doing it before. That way the healing brush knows what to sort of grab onto in terms of relative color space. But that's it. everything's floating, and now you can go out and try this yourself. Get some fairly light objects. I actually tried here, if we look, I did this as well with a PlayStation controller. I achieved the same sort of look. I did this with some bathroom stuff, some deodorant, a toothbrush. All easy, all in camera. This whole shoot took me about half hour to just hang up the stuff, place the camera, snap, load it into Lightroom. If you're filming on an iPhone, just airdrop them on over. 4x5, export to Instagram. You've got a cool photo. And that's it for this week's tutorial, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next week with another awesome tip. Till then, take care of yourselves.